Hey guys, welcome back to Sunshine Haze Co. I'm AUJHA. This is going to be your 2022 tarot forecast. This video is for the Tauruses, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising. So if you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, want to check out your Moon and or Rising sign, which I will have linked down in the description box shortly after I finish streaming the video, okay? With that being said, I'm going to keep it cute. I'm not going to give y'all hella plugs. Everything that I want you to watch and read and see and look at will also be down there in the description box, okay? So let's get into it. It's going to be a 5-card spread for the calendar year, talking January all the way through the end of December, looking at your overall energy, what's on the horizon for you, and a soul message, your theme, your particular archetype for the year, okay? Reading with the Beyond the Maria Tarot Oracle deck, the Melanated Classic Tarot, and the Wild Unknown archetypes. And if you like the decks, if you're a reader yourself and you want to get the decks, I'll have them linked in the description box too, okay? All right, Taurus, let's get into it. The first card in your spread in the position of your overall energy, your theme for the year, is the third eye chakra, okay? And so very quickly, I want to get into the numerology on this card. And you also have another 8 in the spread as well. This breaks down into, or this is an 8 card, and you have another card that breaks down into 8. And so this is a card, or this is a year of karmic cycles for you. 8 is associated with infinity, karma, and cycles. And I also associate the number 8 with like exponential growth as well. So for you guys, Taurus, this is a year in which there are going to be a lot of changes and transformation, which does not surprise me because we also just came into your nodal axis opposite Scorpio. Did we have a Taurus eclipse or was that a Scorpio? I can't remember right now, but we're on your eclipse axis, so we're dealing with your energy very prominently for the next year and a half. So change is very big for you and all people with these major Taurus placements and major Scorpio placements for the next year or so, right? So it doesn't surprise me that third eye chakra, this energy pointing to your intuition, to your spirituality, coming into alignment with your own highest good, is popping up for you this year as you start this cycle and you move throughout this cycle, okay? Also with the third eye chakra card, this tells me that throughout this year, this just may be a very spiritually charged year for you. Like, it could be anywhere from small, subtle things to, you know, going to a crystal store and picking up a rock. Sound like my dad. Picking up a stone and actually feeling the physical energy in your hand, to something as big as, you know, having a moment in which you are clearly channeling and receiving downloads. A very spiritually charged year for you Tauruses during this year. And I also get that I'm getting I want to laugh at this because I'm getting a message of like, people call you guys sleepy, but this is not a sleepy year for Taurus. Like, you guys are not going to be chilling during this year. You're doing a lot of work, and not a lot of work on the level of busy work, but you're doing a lot of internal, spiritual, personal work for your own spiritual and personal progression throughout this particular calendar year, okay? With the third eye chakra card, there is also a message to pay attention to your downloads. Pay attention to the things going on around you. I forget there was another sign that got a message like this, but a lot of things are going to be popping up for you that you are, and you're going to be in these positions in which, like, you keep seeing these numbers. Let's use angel numbers as an example. You keep seeing the same time, you keep seeing the same numbers, and it's spanning beyond just seeing the same time on the clock. Like, let's say you're seeing 2:35. For whatever reason, you keep waking up at 2:35 in the morning. For whatever reason, you just so happen to look at the clock or look at your phone when the clock turns to 2:35. And then say you're outside, you're driving down the highway, you see exit 2:35. And you're like, that's so random. I keep seeing this number. It's going to be the spiritual messages that are coming in for you are going to be very much so in your face, but it's going to be your job to do the work to figure out what they mean. So you keep seeing 2:35. What is the next step? Get online and look up what 2:35 means as an angel number. Get online and look up what 2 and 3 and 5 mean separately. What do those numbers break down to as far as numerology goes? What does that single digit number mean for you? What were you thinking about when you were looking at the clock? What dream did you just wake up from at 2:35? What song was playing on the radio when you were passing exit 2:35? All of these spiritual messages will be very much so in your face. It's like you're not going to be able to miss them. And until you get what it is that you're supposed to be getting, until you do that research, until you figure it out and accept the message and receive it, it will keep popping up. Okay? Excuse me. I was trying to get that whole phrase out before I put the card down. All right, y'all, let's get into the next part of your spread and what is on the horizon for you for this calendar year. The first card that you have is in the position of what's popping up for you in general, and you've got the Emperor. And I do like to see this card here, Taurus, because it's giving me very much so Earth vibes, very much so like finding your footing, really planting seeds of foundation, doing the work, and standing solid in the foundations that you have set up for yourself. With the Emperor card, too, I also get a big independent, like solo dolo type of energy, Taurus. I feel like this is a year in which, and not to say that you won't be out mixing. Well, none of us might be out, depending on how this whole pandemic thing goes. But I'm not saying that you won't have like social meetings and gatherings and stuff. But I get that this is just a year in which you are more comfortable in your solitude, and also in which you prefer to be in a solitary space as opposed to going out and having fun and going to have drinks and doing just like, I feel like all of that stuff is going to start to seem like going through the motions for you because you're progressing and you want to put your energy in other spaces. And remember, I said you guys are on your eclipse, on your nodal axis right now. And so this makes complete sense to me for you guys to be like, oh, the things that I used to enjoy doing, the things that I filled my life up with before are not necessarily fulfilling me right now. And I want to be doing other things. And the other things that you want to do are very independent is what I'm getting as far as the energy for you in the overall year. Okay. Now let's get, and that's all. Very quickly with the Emperor card, there is a message of like business stuff, entrepreneurialism. I feel like a lot of you already have your own businesses and you're going to be putting more work into it this year. I even get the notion that like some of you have businesses, but you also have jobs. You may be quitting your jobs this year to focus solely on your business. For those of you that do not have businesses, you're probably going to be in a point this year in which you discover a talent or rediscover it. I get that it's a skill that you already harness. You're gonna do something that you know you're good at and find a way to capitalize off of it. And I support that. Do it. F these jobs. Got to keep it censored on YouTube, but y'all know what that means. Okay. Now getting into the next card. This is in the position of what's on the horizon. I was just talking about being a business person, and then I got to read this card for you guys. If you do not like real messages, don't continue the video, okay? Because I keep it very real. I feel like sugarcoating messages will put you in a trick bag, as my mom says. So I keep it real. I tell you exactly what intuitive message I'm getting, because if you ended up watching the video and you're still watching the video, this is the message that you need to hear, right? You got the Five of Wands in the position of money and finances. So first thing that I get is that you're putting your money into a lot of things, like you're paying for a lot of stuff this year. I think it is going to be important for you, Taurus, during this year. You need to think about what you're paying for, like senseless subscriptions. You can do away with that. We all do this. We all got subscriptions to every single streaming service, and we only use like 2 of them. Those streaming services that you're not using, do away with them. You got a friend or a family member that will give you their password to one of the streaming services that you do away with. You're just gonna have to put up a fair trade and be like, hey, do you have this streaming service? Word, give me your password for this and I'll give you my password for that. Cut out spending unnecessary money. Taurus, y'all are lavish. Y'all love the pleasures of life. You love to eat. You love fancy things. Y'all are ruled by Venus. Not a surprise. We know this about y'all. You're going to have to maybe keep it a little bit cute this year. When you see, and for whatever reason, y'all be knowing how to get the bag drops and the shoe drops. When that Telfar bag comes out or that new pair of shoes on those, the like, what is it, the like giveaways? I don't know how that goes, but when that new Telfar bag drops, and however you be getting in there and getting all them bags, Taurus, you don't need every Telfar bag. Stop spending unnecessary money. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to keep it cute this year. You have the Five of Wands saying you are putting your finances into a whole bunch of stuff, and you need to think about where it's going, because a lot of the money that you're spending, you don't have to spend. And I don't really have cards here telling me why you need to save your money, but I am getting the feeling of you are preparing for something and you need to start building a savings for it, and going out to eat every 3 days, taking yourself out for drinks every Friday because you feel like you deserve it, blah, 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 whatever. And I feel like such a hypocrite saying this because that is the life that I live. I have a Mercury Leo placement and a Cancer Venus placement. You guys, I like lavish stuff and treat myself too, so I get it. But this is just a year in which you're going to have to cut back a little bit on some of those things because you need those funds and those resources for whatever it is that you're preparing for, okay? I also get with this card that I spoke about putting your money into too many things. I also get with this card, as far as this being a career card, you just doing a little bit too much. And this doesn't surprise me, especially if you guys are going into starting a business. I can tell you from experience, when you start a business and you are a sole proprietor, okay? For those of y'all that don't know what that means, you run the business, you do the work, everything is done by you. There is nobody working with you, nobody working for you. When you are a sole proprietor and you have a business, everybody taps into this Five of Wands energy. You're doing so much and too much, and you're spreading yourself thin. Taurus, I am going to give you a suggestion. Maybe this is why you need to save money. You need to delegate some of that stuff. If you are starting something new or coming into a new space, even if this has to do with moving up in a new position in your career, if it's not starting a business, you can't do all the work. Now, this is not saying that you're not capable of doing all the work. You very much so are capable of doing all the work, and that's why you got this Five of Wands here, because you're doing all the work. But you need to delegate some of it. Get on freelancer sites. Matter of fact, I'm gonna plug myself. You could actually hire me. Guess what, guys? My education and background is in communications and marketing. It is more so on the creative side, but I have literally done jobs where I have been an account coordinator. Find people like me on the internet. Find people like me on the internet to do this work for you. You don't have to sit up here and do, shameless plug, my sister also does this work too. I'll ask her if she wants me to plug her info. If she does, I'll put it in the video for you. Yes, we are a family of creatives and we are a very communicative family. Find people to do this stuff for you. You don't have to sit up here and write all the blogs for your website. You can literally contract somebody to write copy for your website. You don't have to sit up here and send out press releases for the events that you're throwing. Say if you're like a promotional person, you can hire somebody to write press releases for you. You just got to give them they literally will be like, okay, I need these bullet points and I need your email list. I need your blast list. And it's done. There are people out there that will do it for very cheap, and there are people who have been doing it for a long time who actually charge the right rates, like myself. But like, you could find somebody to do that honestly on one of these freelancing sites for like $20. If you want it done well, or you want somebody to continuously do it, you might be putting out a little bit more money, but that's okay because you apparently are building things. You're setting up new foundations. When I pulled these cards, this is not what I was getting, but apparently you guys have a lot going on, and it's stuff that needs to be done, and that's why you're doing all of it. But you're not going to be able to do all of it. You have to delegate some of it. You may have to spend a little bit of coin, and this is not a phrase that I like to say because I don't know, like whatever, but in this case, you might have to spend money to make money. But the money that you spend, I feel like, Taurus, is going to seem so minimal once you actually start receiving your return on whatever it is that you're doing, that it's going to be like, okay, whatever. I spent $100 and I just made 10K off of this. What was that chump change? You know what I'm saying? So delegate what you can delegate. Of course, and you guys being Earth, you guys are, when it comes to your work, there is a little bit of an energy of perfectionism. Of course, those areas in which you're like, no, I need to make sure that I do it because I know exactly how I want it to be done. You stay on top of that. But the small stuff, I need this printed out, I need this sent out, I need cold calls to these places, you can hire people to do that. Okay. All right. Let's get into the next card for you guys. This is in the position of love and relationships. And you've got the moon here. And I'm going to speak briefly to the singles and the couples. And I will say before I get into your card, I will be putting up full love readings for 2022, but they won't be on YouTube. When I do put them up, I'll come and link them in these videos. And I will put up a post with all of the links to them so you guys can access them. Okay. Now, let's get into your love. Your love for the year. Taurus, you got the moon. Single Tauruses. Couple of things with this card here. It might be a little quiet. What I get with the moon might be a little sleepy Taurus, might be a little sleepy, might not be moving or shaking too much. I get that's interesting. The word abstinent came up. Some of you Tauruses need to do something with maybe need to practice abstinence or celibacy. I mix them up. I don't know which is which. I'm gonna be completely honest. But something but incorporating a spiritual aspect or element into it. For example, I'm getting ready to do a cleanse in which I'm not going to be doing anything. No weed, no wine, no good time, like none of that. Maybe you guys might need to do something like that. I'm also incorporating my chakras into it. My chakras, let me say the word right. Also incorporating my chakras into it. So maybe you guys need to do something like that. I did get the word abstinence. I also Taurus. Hold up now. Single Taurus. Some of you might end up dealing with somebody that you can't talk about dealing. Let me find out. Some of y'all might be dealing with somebody that like you have either they have to keep you a secret or you have to keep them a secret, or like it's like you can't talk. Why? What is that about? For the single Tauruses, because if you're single, why can't? But I'm not getting like sneaky link type of. I'm getting it's a different type of energy. King of Pen. Two of Swords. Ooh. Okay, I just pulled the King of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Single Tauruses, y'all might be involved with somebody who makes a lot of money this year. Queen of Cups. Y'all, I would go so far as to say, like, NDA type of Taurus. Who are y'all doing this year? King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Somebody that works in like a creative field that you can't talk, probably makes a lot of money that you cannot talk about dealing with. But I'm not getting secret because of like an affair. I'm getting like secret because of the work. Secret because or you end up dealing with somebody through work and you're not supposed to be dealing. Ooh, Taurus. Okay. Ooh. Be careful though. Be careful though. I cut the deck and I got the three of Swords. What's that? Why? Okay. Six of Pentacles. That has something to do with you, the Six of Pentacles. Be careful. You got Three Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Low key, Taurus, I'm going to get a little more spiritual on you. Ooh, and the Fool. I'm going to get a little more spiritual on you guys. You might be meeting somebody this year that you do have a soulmate connection with, possibly somebody from a past life. However, in this particular physical manifestation, they're popping. Thank you. I ain't even been looking at the screen. I'm sorry, y'all. But in this particular manifestation, this person is popping. And now it ain't Drake. You know what I'm saying? But some of you, it might be somebody on that level. But what I get is that y'all might deal with somebody this year either through work and you're not supposed to be fraternizing at work, or you end up meeting somebody who is literally like a public figure. Yes, I haven't put the description up. At the end of the video, I'll put it up and I will have all of my info linked for how you can get a reading. The easiest way to do so is you can visit my Etsy shop, but I'm moving everything over to a different platform right now. So you can also visit my snip feed, which I have linked in like all of the most recent videos as well. But it'll be in this one once I finish putting it up as well. And thank you. I appreciate it. With that being said, somebody that is popping is probably a public figure. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The way that I read, I'm an intuitive reader. I get visualizations and sometimes I hear sounds or like smell stuff. I am literally seeing like a room. Y'all know in the TV shows where they sitting down and having like a little courtroom delegation, I'm literally seeing a contract. So like some of you guys might be dealing with somebody that you literally have to sign an NDA for, which is crazy to me. I have never had that and I'm getting chills in the back. Who, Taurus? Woo. Please come back later on in the year. You're not gonna be able to tell me who you rocking with, but just come back and give me like a random emoji to just confirm for me, because I want to know. Okay, I want to know. Now, I don't know if the couples is gonna be that exciting. For the people in the relationships, Taurus, you guys, the moon card points to a subconscious want and need for a change. Taurus, you in your relationship, you actually are not content in it. What I get is that you kind of like, the spark is, ooh, Taurus, some of you guys as partners are not physically satisfying you. That's interesting. Well, you know what? That's not that interesting, because Taurus is a very physical sign. So if you are with a partner who is not satisfying you, I'm not surprised that you have a subconscious want for change. The moon card, and going back to that sleepy message, the moon card with your relationship, I get that is very dull right now. It's not, or not right now. This is for the whole year. So whenever you come in here and watch this reading, it may be current for you, or this may be popping up for you later on in the year. But I'm not getting a lot of love vibes in the relationship, on the relationship front, for people in relationships with the moon card. What I more so get with this card is an energy of like, I literally get this energy of like waking up and like I can't even put it into words. Like that is what I'm getting. Also with the moon card, there's a little bit of mystery. So I get that, and I'm on your end, Taurus. It is very possible that you might step outside of your relationship during this year. You do have this also next to the Five of Wands, even though this is in the money position. So Taurus, if you are in a relationship and you step outside of your relationship, wrap it up. I'll keep it very real with you. You don't wrap it up, you will be bringing something home to your significant other. And listen, I am somebody that believes we have several soulmates in this lifetime. I have very conflicted feelings about relationships. Sometimes I'm like, oh, loyalty. Other times I'm like, but you know, you're bound to connect with other people over the course of your whole life. Like, come on. And I feel like that may pop up for you guys in relationships, outside of your relationship. However, because you have this Five of Wands next to the moon, if you do that, you need to be safe. Please wrap it up. Get tested. Depending on the type of person that you date, and I feel like I just Pisces. You might deal with the Pisces, but that was more so for the person you're dating. But I get like aloof, like they're gonna be clueless. I don't get that they're gonna they're gonna even have an idea that you're stepping out if you end up stepping out. Yeah, Taurus. Y'all might be cheating. I'm not even gonna say might. That's the devil. And the sun. Ooh. I'm going to tap into the singles reading. Taurus is in relationships. It is possible that the person you end up dealing with could be somebody that you can't talk about, and not just because they're in an affair. They're an affair person. Could be because they got that public persona. Either way, it rocks. Just keeping it very real with you guys. You step out on your partner, they're going to find out. They will not know right up bat, but they're going to find out, and it is going to come out big. It is going to be a whole fiasco. I'm going to just keep it very real with y'all. There's that King of Pentacles again. Y'all, somebody with some money got y'all. Y'all like, ooh, you got money? Okay. Well, I got some... I can't say that on YouTube. I was about to quote my mama. Can't say that on YouTube. Taurus. The love department. It's rocking for you this year, but it's also wild. Like, it's wild, but it's rocking. I'm just keeping it very real. Oh, I put y'all's... Ooh, dang. I need to keep that out because I got to record the TikToks and the shorts. Okay, while I am looking for that card that I just put back in the deck, let's get into your last card, which is the womb. This is your soul message. This is your arc. Taurus, be careful. I don't want to... Taurus, be careful, because if you step outside of your relationship, that's why I said wrap it up. And I was more so going for wrap it up because you don't want to be itching and burning. What was y'all's last card? The moon. Because you don't want to be itching and burning, but actually wrap it up because you could get pregnant. Or you could get somebody pregnant, depending on, you know, if you're a woman or a man watching this video. Where is the moon? That's so funny. The moon card is really got moon card energy. I can't find it. There's the devil. I'm literally seeing every other card that I pulled, y'all, and I can't find the moon card. Why should it be one of the last ones? Or I passed it already. So with this womb energy, nope, there it is. With this womb energy, there is also a message here for you Tauruses, especially with the Emperor card here, to really nurture the things that you are building and that you want to see come into play in your life. Also nurture yourself with the third eye chakra card. This does point to giving more attention to your spirituality, your spiritual routines, your spiritual practice. That energy is very prominent. Taurus, somebody's getting pregnant this year. Somebody's having a baby. Caught the third eye chakra card on that one. How does that go if you get pregnant by somebody that you got to sign an NDA with? Nah, y'all got to come back and let me know. Y'all do. I'm sorry. And I don't like to be nosy like that, but that, I'm going to need to know. I want to move away from the pregnancy message, but it keeps coming up, Taurus. So, I don't know, start buying you some baby bottles and some baby things and baby proofing. I don't know what to tell you. On a more general level, the womb speaks to nurturing. The womb speaks to growing, putting energy into something that you love. And I think that this is, aside from your love message, I think that this is very much so connected to the Emperor card and whatever it is that you are building up. I'm trying to remember what I was telling you guys about this card, but that's how the readings go. I can't really remember the message. I know there's a message that I want to connect this to. Speaking to the delegation, making sure that you are bringing in the right energies to your work, making sure that you are taking the time to put in place I don't know why I said it like that, put a clear plan in place, clear course of action, and that you know the steps that you're going to take and that you are taking the time to prepare and get all of those resources together for whatever it is that whatever your little brain seed, your little seed child is here, or your seed child, your child. Just make sure that you are preparing for it, because the preparation is going to make it so that there is success once it's all said and done. Okay, Taurus, y'all reading was wild. Like, y'all literally made me lose my voice. That's your spread. I hope it found you well. If you want to book your own reading, damn, I did it again, y'all. If you want to book your own reading, I will link everything in the description box. If you found this, or if this reading found you well, do me a favor and leave me a tip or a donation. It does make it so that I can continue to put up free content for you guys. And I dropped all the plugs at the beginning. I told y'all I wasn't going to do all the plugs because I'm going to have everything in the description box. So other than that, thank you for tuning in. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, drop them down below. Share this video with a Taurus friend if you know somebody, especially if you know a Taurus friend and you know they talking to somebody who got a little public persona. I'm going to just throw that out there. And if you cross-watching and you are a public persona, and what else? Subscribe so you can keep up with new videos, astrological content, all of the things. That is it. I need some water. I think I need to take a break because y'all just sent me. But that was a good reading. That was a good one for you guys. Y'all got an interesting year ahead. Eclipse season for y'all. It's lit. Have a good night, day, whenever it is that you're watching this. Thanks for tuning in. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.